And the Beckham clan, gorgeous clan, electrifies New York Fashion Week. Oranges and bananas are the new black. And Bradley Cooper and Betty White make out for comedy's biggest night. Welcome to New York! This is day 4. Oh, I love this, you guys. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Lunch Hour at New York Fashion Week. I'm Zee, editor-in-chief of Yahoo Style, and we're halfway through Fashion Week right now, but things are only starting to heat up. But no worries, because we've got you covered still all week long. And today, I'm a very lucky man because my stunning co-host, okay, drum roll, please, is none other than supermodel, entrepreneur, and Yahoo Style contributor, the legendary Iman! Woo! Welcome! Oh my God.
All right. This is great.
Sitting next to you, I just feel always underdressed, not cute, not pretty, and everything. But to celebrate New York Fashion Week with you, I mean, this is kind of your home Fashion Week.
Well, it was home. I mean, I live here, and Fashion Week is always my home. You know, really love it.
Oh.
Especially fall. I love fall clothes.
I love fall clothes too, and it's so cold right now. But like, there's been gorgeous coats on the runway, beautiful sweaters, furs.
Yes, leathers.
Would you wear fur?
Yeah. If I didn't kill it, I didn't kill it. So.
We didn't eat it.
We didn't eat it.
Okay, wait, let's talk about Saturday Night Live.
Yes.
So last night they celebrated 40 years with a huge special on NBC. I think every single celebrity that has ever been on Saturday Night Live came to celebrate with them. I mean, there were more celebrities than you can even imagine. 3.5 hours, I think it was longer than the Oscars, with more celebrities than the Oscars. Did you watch?
I watched.
What did you think?
I loved it. I loved it. I mean, I know everybody's talking about the Bradley Cooper and Betty White kiss, but I loved all that California. Talking about
Did you like that? I know, but I couldn't understand anything Taylor Swift was saying. I was I know she was acting, but I was like...
But I said she's young. She has lots of years ahead of her to learn Valley Girl talk.
Yes, but it wasn't even Valley Girl talk I could understand. I wanted Valley Girl talk.
I know. I didn't understand a word she said.
I know, but Kate McKinnon doing Bieber, hands down the best.
Really good. But she also does Ellen DeGeneres, so it's like,
she's so good.
She's very good.
And of course Tina Fey, and like the real Sarah Palin was there.
I know. I mean, it was like confusing. You didn't know where you looked.
Oh, you didn't know where to look. And it was so funny because right at the top of the show, well, I love Justin and Jimmy, and they sang and they opened the show, and they did every sort of iconic, skit that they've ever really done.
Absolutely.
But at the top of the show, they said, "Hey guys, pay attention, it's going to be a very sort of white male night." I mean, there's not a lot of black female comics on Saturday Night Live. Don't you think that's the one thing they need to like really step it up?
I know, like I can't remember the name of the comedian who said, she goes to the dentist and even the dentist doesn't have black women. And then, so yeah, it's a little bit washed out, but what are you gonna do? Times are changing. Times are changing.
So yesterday, early Sunday morning, Victoria Beckham had her show. Her entire family. They are the most beautiful family I've ever seen in my life, all dressed up to support their mom at a 10 a.m. show.
Yes.
I mean, gorgeous. I mean, look at the picture of them. Look how cute they look. I mean,
I know.
I'm sorry. Oh. And Victoria Instagrammed a note that they had written her to say, good luck, mommy. Yeah, look at that. I was like, good luck, mommy. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna cry. Oh my God, I'm gonna cry looking at my phone because I'm looking at her social media. I mean, you have a daughter with David. I mean, is she very supportive of all the things that you do too?
No, she thinks she thinks we're the most boring people.
You're kidding!
I know.
Wait, I'm sorry.
David Bowie and Iman, boring? I mean,
oh my God, wait, how old is she?
She's 14. We're just mom and dad to her.
Oh.
It's like, oh, come on, I'm so over it.
Oh my God, 14 is when you say to your parents, can you just walk ahead? I don't want people to think I'm with you.
Exactly. I can't kiss her. She's like...
Oh my gosh, I love that. Okay, and then yesterday, there was amazing shows on the runway that we'll talk about later, but like Probl, Cocoon, Diane von Furstenberg. Everybody showed orange.
I know. Is orange the new black?
I think. We were just talking about how like black is always black for us.
Black is the new orange.
Would you wear orange?
No.
I don't think I would either.
Marigold. Sienna.
See, even orange is so classy from Iman.
That's fashion words for you guys.
I know, but orange, no.
Orange, no.
No. How about yellow?
Yes.
Really?
But light. And not neon, because I lived neon. I lived the 80s.
So not now.
No. Somebody who's not born in the 80s should wear neon.
But bananas, I was like, and then there was actually a men's presentation yesterday. Bobby Albee, I think, was a designer. He had his male model straddling bananas for the show.
No, well, that's very Andy Warhol, right?
Sure, yeah. I thought it was more like Grinder.
I'm thinking pop art. Let's elevate. No, it's not. No, you're right. You're more right.
Okay, well, before we get in trouble, let's get caught up. Listen, we are right now, and it's easy to get caught up in the star power of Fashion Week, but the real stars are the actual collections themselves. So here's a quick recap of the jam-packed lineup that happened yesterday. The Big Apple was a top inspiration for DKNY. Tailored looks in blacks and neutrals accented with pops of color will take women from day to night. Volume and layers created a sophisticated street vibe at up-and-comer public school. And texture, and wait, what? More texture. That's what Takun sent out. And his rich fabrics and sophisticated prints impressed the front row crowd. Elegant trench coats and polished pantsuits gave a bit of a 70s feel to Derek Lamb's very wearable collection. And we're going to talk about Diane von Furstenberg, Victoria Beckham, Tracy Reese, and Prabal Gurung later in the show. But right now, awesome, right?
Yeah.
I want to get to the later in the show now. But,
not exactly.
but right now, we're actually going to go to Lincoln Center and check in with Nick. Nick, what is going on?
Hey, Nick.
Joe. Hi, Iman. I'm a huge fan. I wish I was there with you.
I'm a fan of yours, too.
I'm backstage at the Angel Sanchez show just ended, and I wanted to show you guys a little bit of what the glamour is when a fashion show ends. We have makeup remover and a hair extension, and there were models crying because they were getting their hair extensions removed, but we have the next show already setting up, and I'm here with designer Pamela Rowland, who is the 3 o'clock spot at Lincoln Center.
Hello.
What are you thinking about for the hair and makeup for your show?
Well, inspiration is early 70s, a lot of the glamour of this early 70s. So we have a heavy eye and I have a light lip. And here's one of our models, partly made up. Hair's not there yet, but
it's like almost always bare, no makeup, but you're actually going to do something.
Yes, we're doing a heavy eye, like early 70s. You know, they always use the eyeliner, kind of a little cat eye, but not too heavy, because that was more the 60s.
And how much does the hair and makeup inspire what you do with the clothes? Like, are you thinking about the two of them as they're happening together?
You know, we do things, well, obviously the clothes come first, but as we're working on it, I mean, we get the makeup, thinking about the makeup right away. You start looking at, we're looking at early glamour of the early 70s in Paris. So what were they wearing? Brigitte Bardot, what was she doing? So
that's where we're going with this.
That's where we're going.
Because you're known for your ball, your evening wear.
Yes.
And so this is going to be like Brigitte Bardot done
and it's
evening.
Well, it's early 70s, so a little bit different than when we've normally done. We've got more separates, and so.
Stay tuned. Well, good luck.
Thank you.
You have to get backstage.
Yeah, I do.
To your show.
Thank you.
Joe, we're going to go back to you.
Oh, that looks like so much fun backstage at Lincoln Center, don't you think?
Does the 70s ever go away?
No, look, you're doing 70s. I think it's the sexiest era, too.
It is. I think it's sexiest era. Absolutely.
I agree with you. All right. So fashion peeps know that a shoefy is actually a selfie of your shoes. But of course, even everyone understands that fashion slang can be difficult. So our very own Rob Yonkers took to the streets once again to see how good people really were at figuring out our speak, which we like to say fashionese.
Sometimes it sounds like fashionistas are speaking a foreign language or just making words up. So I'm out to quiz people on their knowledge of fashion vocabulary. I want to know, do you speak fashion? The first word is fro. It's spelled F-R-O-W.
It's a 90s chic hairstyle.
Fro. I don't speak that.
Like maybe like in the old school 70s kind of thing? No?
Can you use it in a sentence?
Yeah, who do you think will be in the fro at Fashion Week?
Oh, front row?
Surged.
I don't know, is that just like when a trend gets like really big? When you're like Uber is too expensive? Surge Uber pricing? I don't know.
It means you killed something. In a good way.
Think about what people are doing to their faces.
Oh, plastic surgery.
Right. Plastic
Little
surgery.
nip and tuck.
Do you know anybody who surged?
Renee Zellweger, maybe?
What about haberdasher?
Haberdasher. Something with a Kardashian.
It's a German supermodel.
Somebody who's late, so they have to put something on in a dash.
It's someone who works in men's clothing store.
Oh, hashtag menswear.
Hashtag menswear. One more. This one's tricky.
Okay.
Epaulette.
Epaulette. Sounds like something foofy.
Ooh, that's hard. Epaulette.
It's upper echelon.
It's this little detail on the shoulder you see in military
like that Michael
clothing
Jackson
a lot.
has, on. Yeah. Okay.
All right, so now we're about to see what's crushing it on Instagram. But first, I have something fun for you, Iman. Are you ready?
Oh, I don't know. Let's see.
We're going to actually play a little game that we're going to take a look at some of your past fashion choices.
Now, I need my lawyer.
Oh, no.
Where's my lawyer?
They did this to me yesterday, so trust me. It's not scary with you because you never look bad. Okay. But we're going to show you, and you're going to tell me whether you think they're timeless, time warp, or time to hide.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Oh, it's fun. I promise. Okay, so here we are, 1999 at the Music of Black Origin Awards. Timeless, time warp, or time to hide? Tell me about that dress.
That's not me. That's Nicki Minaj. I think time to hide. But my hair is everything.
It's everything. And Nicki Minaj has been copying you then.
Yes, she has.
You did it.
Look at that. Look at it. It's see-through.
What made you choose it? I love your hair, though.
Yeah.
Okay. This is from this is the Ungaro 35th anniversary party in 2001. You're wearing Ungaro.
Yes, but it's the poor feathers. That ostrich, that poor ostrich. It suffered enough. I think it is time to hide.
Time to hide?
Time to hide.
I still love the hair. Yes. Okay, we're gonna look at one more. Okay, now this was you in 1981 modeling in the Kensai Yamamoto show.
I take the fifth because I didn't design it.
That's true. And you didn't choose it.
And I didn't choose it to wear it publicly. Okay. I was paid a lot of money for it.
Can I tell you though, this was the hottest label. Kensai Yamamoto was a Celine at the time. Yeah.
Oh, you know, Kensai Yamamoto, he did a lot for David also. Remember,
yes.
They worked together.
Wait, Kensai did all of the famous looks for David.
So just because it's Bowie and it's Kensai Yamamoto, it is a timeless.
I think it's timeless. Yeah. Good. I would have said that also. Woo! All right. See, you're such a good sport. And you look so good, too. I told you it wasn't going to be hard.
I've hidden all the bad pictures.
Now, as hard as you try, you can't be everywhere during Fashion Week, but social media helps you get pretty close. Let's take a look at some of the posts that's been taking Instagram by storm. Are you ready? This won't have you in it. I don't think. Okay, let's start here. Of course, last night.
Great.
I mean, come on. Yes. Last night, they opened the show for SNL.
They're so good.
Suit and tie. Yes, they're so I think good. He was wearing Tom Ford, Justin.
And other things that we can't mention. But it's in a box.
Oh my God. Wait a minute. I love that. See, but you're married to a rock star. You know what that's all about.
Great, yeah.
Okay, here's the model of the moment.
Yes.
Kendall Jenner. Yes. Everybody's talking about her. She opened the DVF show, which we'll talk to later. But, you know, even in a simple wrap dress, she's so beautiful, right?
She looks beautiful, and she actually looks timeless.
Oh, I think it's timeless. I think she looks fantastic. Okay, let's go to one more. Let's go here. I mean, we love her.
I know. You have no idea. I've known her since the day I arrived here in 1975.
Really?
That's how long I know that.
And has she changed a lot, or is she the same?
Consistent, and been a huge mentor to me. So she is truly an amazing woman.
And you've modeled in her show many times?
Many times.
Okay, we're going to talk about her show later, but beautiful Diane, beautiful collection.
Yes.
I love it.
Yeah.
Amazing. All right, so yesterday, Prabhu Gurung sent out a sexy evening wear collection that also featured geometric mesh cutouts. His silhouettes were a bit more relaxed this season, but he kept his usual sporty glamour. Now, here are some of our favorite highlights. And of course, our own June Ambrose was at the show to get the instant reactions.
Talk to me a little bit about your inspiration for this collection.
It's literally, it's you know, sportswear with glamorous edge. That's what it is. That's what I do the best, and that's what it is. I wanted to capture this essence of comfort and ease, and yet not let go of the sensuality and sexy and glamour that I'm known for and that I feel connected to. And you know, it's started with my, believe it or not, started with my trip to the Adirondacks, you know, up in the mountain, and I was there, and I was like, you know, looking at the mountains and everything, and you know, and I was like thinking about, you know what, I love the subtle color palettes, I love the color textures, and I wanted to capture that essence there, and yet never always with the glamorous New York City eye.
Talk to me about what you thought about the show and the girls in the show, because I know that is of importance to you.
Yes. Well, you know, first of all, it's a beautiful show, and it's really feminine. You know, he does something that makes you feel like you're alluring, you know, that you have a little sass in a way. What I liked is he mixed in some of the older girls with some of the younger girls. I wish there were more browner girls. Yeah. That could have been of interest.
How many did we have?
Dos.
So talk to me about what you thought about the show. I mean, I was excited.
This was such a beautiful collection. I'm so excited to wear it.
You're in the runway moment.
I am.
Are you wearing purple?
I am wearing purple. So there you go.
There you go. Thank you. What did you think?
I mean, I've been seeing Prabal since the beginning, since this is the first time he ever showed a collection, and I have to say this is definitely my favorite. I thought it was extraordinary. Every season he gets better, but there's something about this that I thought was right on.
Well, there was a lot of sparkle, and I always can get behind a sequin, especially a floor-length sequin with a large slit up the side on Caroline Trentini. You know, it was a very glamorous collection, so I feel like if women want to feel glamorous, and I think women do want to feel glamorous, don't you, June?
I can tell you, it is the return of glamour.
She has a hugely successful fashion blog called Song of Style, but she's also an Instagram sensation with nearly 2 million followers. So our next guest, give it up for Ami Song. And we have to add the pretty and cute and stylish and all those things as well.
Thanks so much for having me again.
I know.
It's such an honor to be here with you guys. I'm Iman.
My gosh,
Earlier,
we love having
I saw her
you.
in the makeup room, and I didn't even see her. I felt her presence.
Did you fan out?
No, I was like, wait, I feel some kind of aura. Like, I'm like, I have to turn back, and it was Iman.
That's my middle name, Aura.
I've known Iman forever, and I still secretly freak out inside. Right now, I'm freaking out. Like a lot of like, oh my God. But like, just, we love Iman. Okay, wait, Ami, we want to talk about you for a minute. So you are launching a line of T-shirts and jewelry. So tell us about that.
So actually, my sister and I just launched a T-shirt line called 2 Songs, and Diane von Fritzenberg wore it twice on her Instagram. So one of the T-shirts says self-made, because my sister and I, we came from nothing really, being minorities, and I think all of us can relate to that, and we feel like we're in this position where we're able to inspire people, young girls out there, and we wanted to like be happy about it and be proud about it and support other like young, fun, individual women, like powerful women. So there's a T-shirt that says self-made, and everything, all the T-shirts are like, we do the graphics ourselves, we do the fabrics ourselves instead of buying like pre-made T-shirts and stopping on graphics.
That's amazing.
That's great. Yeah.
And Iman's very active on social media too. I mean, she's always on Twitter, she's always on Instagram.
Yes,
and
I'm actually interviewing for my website, destinationIman.com, for the March issue. So I've already hooked it up. But I think also the self-made T-shirt, I think also young girls should have it.
Yeah, right?
So they can understand that you can, you know, you can.
But don't you think young girls are, like, we talk about this now, I think the new generation is, everyone is about being entrepreneurial. Everybody's going out there to be self-made.
Absolutely.
Don't you think?
I agree. I 100% agree. And I feel like, you know, like there are some girls that will be catty and won't be happy for other people's success. But I love career women. I love successful women. And to me, they're not my competition. I want to stand against them, or amongst them, not against them, you know?
But I mean, you know, women mentor other women.
Absolutely.
Really quite a lot.
And I feel like you do that a lot.
I mean, girls are not catty at all, ever, really.
Yeah, because other women have done that for me. One of them is Diane von Furstenberg.
Yes.
She's been a mentor. I've met her since when I arrived here. In 19 whatever. but no, it is really, it's great to have been mentored. And you know, for me, and I mean, I'm almost 60 years old, I'm excited to interview you for my website.
I love that. And I just sat next to Ivanka Trump at the show, and we talked about her initiative as well as sort of empowering women to sort of really support each other and raise, and sort of rise in the work field a little bit as well. Now, but the power of social media. You have almost 2 million followers on Instagram. Do you think that has had a profound impact on your business as well?
I think so. Even before, like for an example, for Shop 2 Songs, which is the t-shirt line I have with my sister, even before we had any products out or any images, we already had like 10,000 followers on Instagram itself. So when we launched our line, like the t-shirts were selling through the roof, which was amazing for us.
Oh my God, I love it. And we call this a slash. So we call this generation the slashy generation, where everybody has, I'm a blogger slash designer slash.
Yeah, I mean, it is because they're not boxed.
They're not boxed. And you can do lots of things today. But you know what else you are? Slash interior designer.
I am.
That's how she started.
But I am 60 slash. No, but I design fabrics. So that's why actually when they told me she's an interior designer, I said, oh, I got to talk to her. And then she told me about the jewelry.
Yeah. I love it. All right, so we have something really fun right now.
Okay.
You don't get to go quite yet, but we're going to actually play a little game.
I love games.
Do you like games?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, so our producers created some celebrity pictograms.
Okay.
I don't even know what they are, so we're gonna all play together and see if we can guess who this spells out. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
All right, so let's look.
Beyonce?
Beyonce! Oh my God, all right.
Oh, this is actually
I was like,
really fun game.
B. All right, let's do another one.
Toilet taco.
Toilet taco. Toilet taco. Kanye West.
You just saw the toilet and started screaming Kanye West.
Wait, is it Kanye West, really?
Toilet.
No, it's not.
Lou, wait, it's British flag, so maybe it's Lou, Kanye. Wait, is it Kanye? Oh,
Lupita! No, that was not good.
Wait,
that wasn't good.
Why does the taco play in? I don't get it.
And it was a pita bread, I think.
Pita bread.
And then what was the
fashion people we don't
traffic
need.
light?
I didn't do this. Okay, next one. One more. Let's do one more. Oh.
Kanye West.
We're gonna give this to you, Mom.
Everything is Kanye West.
See, she's even ahead of. She always knew before it happened what it was gonna be.
Middleton.
Kate Middleton?
No, we couldn't have gotten that.
Oh my gosh, that is so fun. Ami, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
We'll be looking to Instagram to look at your new jewelry line and your new t-shirt line. Congratulations on everything.
Thank you so much, and thank you so much for having me on here again.
And I will call you.
Okay.
You guys are so cute.
We got it.
I love it. Okay, thank you so much. And models just don't turn up on the runway. Someone has to put them there, and that's where casting directors come in. I sat down with some of the top casting directors to talk about what the ideal model body could be. It's all part of our brand new roundtable series coming up called Unbuttoned.
You can't sort of say that there's one definition of beauty right now.
I've been in the fashion industry more than 20 years, and when I first started going, it was really the era of the supermodels. Cindy Crawford, Claudia Schiffer, Naomi Campbell, big, Amazon, voluptuous, and it morphed into the waist, and Kate Moss really ruled. Then it was about real people and grunge, and then sort of the Eastern European girls. Then, of course, Giselle came and Brazilians were big. And now it's really about, like, Kate Upton.
It's totally about Kate Upton, but it's also about a million other things. There is no one beauty ideal.
I agree.
You do?
He's absolutely right about that.
You can't sort of say that there's one definition of beauty right now. I feel like it's...
Today, no, absolutely
No.
not. But I think for a long time, there were categories of girls that you would say were beautiful.
Yes.
But, you know, when I was at W, mid-90s, and I was shooting a lot of Eastern European girls like Hannah Lauren. They were
The
really
Belgians.
like, the Belgians.
The
they
Belgians
were so
were really
cool.
strong.
Yes.
Yeah, so cool. And then all of a sudden, you know, I remember a friend of mine who was a model agent at Elite was like, can you please just see this girl? She came up with her book and she showed me she's wearing jeans, t-shirt, and a Converse. And she was so bubbly and so much full of personality. I remember sitting in the foyer of W Magazine looking at her portfolio, and I was like, I want to shoot you for W, but with no hair and makeup. Can we do that? And she's like, of course. And that was her first story ever for W and first story in America, and it was Giselle. But then it really changed for me. All of a sudden it was like, I want that sort of sunny, sexy, Rio, Brazilian girl. Really because of Giselle.
Yeah, and then every other girl the next season was from Brazil.
It went
from the legs and the children in Brazil.
They're like born with a walk.
You know, in walks Kate Upton, and everyone out there is like, look how great, the plus size is back in style. And they're calling this woman plus size. Kate Upton is by nowhere the stretch of imagination plus size. I've dressed her, she's probably a 6.
You could not be skinny enough for some people.
Right. I'm sure you guys see girls that come in for casting that are way too thin. At what point do you guys step out of what you do and say, like, this girl needs help?
If a girl comes to a casting and I think that there's something going on, I will call the agency. And sometimes there's like signs, like teeth, or, you know, if they're bulimic, it erodes their throat.
People have to remember that they're human beings. It was like 2 years ago where I called it the season of the fainting models.
Right.
Oh my God.
Every single show, there was a girl that was just like passing out.
I'm not saying that it is no longer an issue, but I think people are more aware of it.
I have to be honest, back then, also designers, we don't have to even name them, but designers were just turning away from it.
There's a very practical reason why models are skinny and why they all kind of loosely fit into a pretty narrowly defined kind of physical standard, which is that clothes generally come in one size. The reason why Kate Upton never had a successful runway career during shows is because she doesn't have a runway body.
The fact that you say all the clothes are one size, I get it.
But why?
But that's a self-imposed rule.
Let's talk about one of my clients, Michael Kors. All his samples are made in Italy. All that production on all the samples has to be done and finished. Now for the September show, it had to have been done in July. They're not gonna make different sizes of a sample that's not even sure to go into production. It's dollars and cents.
All right, Iman, now this is one of my favorite parts of the show. I want to take a second to talk about you. It's all about Iman. Hashtag all about you.
Yes.
No, but I want to talk about everything that you're doing. But first of all, people don't know, you were starting to work together because you're contributing to Yahoo Style with a column called Ageless Chic.
Yes.
And it's videos and photo shoots and just really talking about looking chic at every age because you turned a big birthday this year.
Not yet.
Okay,
Don't
soon.
rush me. I'll cut you.
Oh my God, I just got read by Iman, and I'm glad.
I'm going to be 60 in July.
Look at this.
In July. In July. So yeah.
Amazing.
So I had a foot surgery last summer, and I was bedridden. And I was like, all of a sudden, the doctor told me that I cannot wear heels. So I was going really crazy because, you know, I always start with my shoes and then work upwards. So, so I was like, what do you mean I can't wear high heels? So I started going to look for Pinterest or, you know, clothing, something that would give me some kind of a fashion with a kitten heel, which I call it like training heels.
You did not wear kitten heels.
Yeah, they're training.
Iman and kitten heels.
They're training heels. So yeah, so that's how it started. I couldn't find anything, so I started to collect and created a Pinterest, and obviously this was the perfect place that I wanted to bring to.
I love it.
Style, yeah.
But let's talk about your cosmetics line, because you really launched the first cosmetic lines for women of color.
Yes.
And now you have a very successful collection on HSN.
Yes.
I mean, and your own website, Destination Iman. But let's talk about, like, you know, creating a cosmetic collection that didn't exist before.
Exactly, exactly. I mean, you know, when I arrived here in 1975, my first job, 3 days later, was American Vogue. And a makeup artist put makeup on me. And when I looked at myself in the mirror, I was, you know, I couldn't believe it because I looked gray. So I went out and I started mixing products to find something. And in all those days, you know, there was no cameras we have now here, the phone. So it was you know, the Polaroid. So I'll take a Polaroid picture and see it. Because, you know, at the end of the day, our currency as models is our pictures. It's not really how we look in real life. So I wanted to see how they looked. So the seed was in 1975, and I created a line in 1992.
Oh my gosh, I love that. Okay, now, and also I don't think there's one single person that doesn't know this. You're married to David Bowie. Yes. What is life with a rock star like?
I mean, I have to say it's kind of exciting.
Well, despite your daughter not thinking that, but
yeah,
but
it's kind of fun.
What is that like? Like, I picture you guys like dancing on the roof at night and everything.
Yeah, when everybody else is asleep. No. No, actually, it's rather normal. Really, rather normal. We've been married over 22 years now, so it's. Yes, yeah. So, you know, I mean, it's really normal. What I love about him more than anything else is that he's very curious. He reads a lot. He goes to museums. He's interested in everything. in everything. So I'm constantly learning things. So that's great. That's very exciting. He's very funny. He's English, so they have really, really great sense of humor. He's sexy. I don't have to say that.
And does he sing to you?
He's sexy.
But does he? Oh, and he's sexy. Yeah. Wait, but is it the kind of thing where you wake up on a Sunday morning and he's singing to you? Like,
yeah, he does. He does.
Oh
he sings,
my God.
He sings. Yes,
oh my God.
Sings, yeah. And you know, really, I mean, it's very, very cute. Very cute. He still ties my shoes for me. You know, if I'm, really.
Oh my God, this is so. I'm gonna cry. And then your daughter's saying, "Please walk ahead of me."
I mean, or she's saying, "You're embarrassing me."
It's such a teenage girl. I love this. I love this. Is it hard for you guys to go out? Do people bother you guys when you're out at dinner or anything?
No, this is the reason why we actually chose to live in New York. I mean, I know there are a lot of celebrities who say, oh, it's so difficult, the paparazzi. No, actually in New York, it's very easy.
It is easy.
It's very easy. And we live downtown, so, you know, everybody in downtown, they are stars. They are the stars.
Oh, I love it. So,
and they'll be ashamed to ask him for anything. So we live really a good life here.
I love it. But now everybody can go read about everything on your site, DestinationIman.com.
DestinationIman.com. Yeah, it's really everything that I do, and also I have Q&As on designers, and Amy Song will be in it. So will be on it, and you know everybody has done it, from Rachel Zoe to Zach Posen, you know. So it's great.
I've never been asked, but that's okay.
Well, you're next.
That's okay. No, but you can go and be Iman, so you can get her cosmetics, you can shop HSN, you can read her site, and of course come to Yahoo Style.
Exactly,
for the see Ageless Chic.
To see Ageless Chic.
Okay. Woo! So as you know, we're spotlighting some of our favorite up-and-comers throughout the week. Now today, it's Hood by Air. Shane Oliver has disrupted the fashion world with his unique vision of urban streetwear. The line began with just t-shirts and has since evolved into a full unisex ready-to-wear collection with avant-garde delivery and presentations. Last year, Oliver came in third place for the LVMH Prize for Young Designers Fashion Award. Now, that's no small feat for someone who's only really been around for just a few short seasons. Whatever the designer seems to do, it really gets the kids excited and editors paying attention everywhere. And oh, by the way, this is one of Kanye's and Rihanna's favorite collections. Now, he is also planning to show this season in Paris, in addition to his recent collection, well, yesterday, in New York. Hood by Air, that's our name to know today. All right, guys. Now it's time to go back and check in with Nick Axelrod at Lincoln Center. I mean, Nick, where are you taking us now?
Hey, Joe.
Oh, I love her hair.
I know. That's why I picked
Is it pretty or is it frozen?
To be honest. Is it frozen? No.
Is it frozen or is it pretty? It looks like ice.
It's definitely processed, but it's not frozen. It feels good.
I'm going along with the
I found Ruby, who is a blogger, and we're actually right in front of the whole online sort of like section of the tents, because what happens is the bloggers will all watch the show and then they come here and they have to quickly file their copy. But Ruby says you have about a day?
A day or two for each show. As far as social media content, for stories we have a little bit longer time to process it, probably a week or so.
You have a week? This is the internet.
I know. But it's mostly about trends. Trends for now.
You have to see what you're going to see in order to keep on going.
Right.
What are you here to see right now?
Right now I'm waiting for Ready to Fish. Ready to Fish.
Ready to Fish?
I am not sure what to expect, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be an awesome show because it's Lincoln Center, and
don't let the address fool you.
I know. Sometimes you might see.
You can see some crazy stuff. What's your website called?
TheRubyElement.com.
TheRubyElement.com. RubyElement.com. Let's check it out, because if it's anything like this, I feel like it's got some stylish stuff going on.
Cool.
Thanks,
you.
Ruby.
Thank you.
Back to you,
so
Joe.
Cute. No, she looks so cute. I don't know if we're ready to fish yet, but we were like literally like.
I'm predicting lots of fishing lure and translucent wire and bucket hats.
That you'll be wearing tomorrow.
Yes.
All right, thanks, Nick. We'll check in with you again in a little bit.
Sounds good.
Now, she may be the queen of the wrap dress, but her story is actually closer to a fairy tale. Diane von Furstenberg came to America in 1970, shot to fame and fortune with her iconic dress, and landed on the cover of Newsweek before she was even 30 years old. 2014 marked the 40th anniversary of that particular dress. That made her famous, and well, she's still going strong. And our June Ambrose was backstage at Diane's show, so here you go, take a look.
So I'm here with Diane von Furstenberg herself. Talk to me about this collection. What makes it so different?
Okay, so this collection is called Seduction.
And it is very much for the woman who is, during the day, she's very much in control. And at night, she inspires fantasy. Her bag is called Double Agent, and actually, she is a little bit of a double agent.
Oh, she sounds like me.
She's maybe more seductress at night, so she scrapes her hair back just with her fingers and ties it up in a bun, leaving pieces hanging. You know, we like when seduction is a little bit raw and savage.
Diane was talking about she wanted just a smoky eye and kind of golden skin, nude lips, but it's all about that sultry eye.
So how did you approach it?
With pencils, layering pencils, eyeshadows, cream shadows, tons of mascara, but very easy. Something that's kind of a makeup you could do yourself.
When you think seduction, you think vulnerability, no?
Yeah, that's true. I guess.
Are you ready for that?
I hope so.
Let me see your seductive face.
Oh, no, don't. In my normal life, I don't get to be this person. So on camera and for shows, like, we get to actually embody a different woman every time. So it's exciting.
Okay, I want to be a model now.
She's a longtime friend, a longtime mentor. I love her so much, and she's like family. I can't miss her show.
I just love Diane. You know, she dresses women for women. You know, like today is a cold day. I felt like the 70s. Put fur on top and I kept it moving. It's very, it's versatile like that, but it's very womanly. I like that.
I worship at the altar of Princess Diane von Furstenberg. She's just a real inspiration to me, and she's gorgeous, and I wouldn't miss it.
Yahoo! Our next guest became a household name on America's Next Top Model and is a legendary makeup artist and fashion expert. Give it up for Zee Iman.
Need applause on a Monday morning.
President's Day, too.
Oh, yes.
But you're wearing baby blue. I was like, you look so good. Are you cold? And he was like, I wore a coat. I'm like, it is sub-zero.
No, it is. But, I had to do the winter white. For some reason, it made me feel cheerier, like spring is just around the corner.
Well, it kind of is, but we have to go through all of this. It's like initiation.
Yes.
But welcome to the show.
Thank you.
I know, so exciting. Look,
I love hanging with you guys and Miss Thing.
I know. Everybody's like fangirling out every time they see him on. We're like,
I know him.
I don't fangirl. I've known her too long.
17 years.
Yes. We're dating ourselves. Oh, but you.
I've already dated.
Yes. I have stories with her.
Oh.
We'll have to talk offline.
Oh, I love that. Wait, and you've done her makeup a million times, right? Have you?
How many? I don't even think we could count.
I know.
How many times? I remember the first day though. Yeah. Because she, you walk in and you see Iman.
Aura.
The real Iman aura.
Yes. But she, you walk in, and she was always, an idol of mine. I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I have to turn her into Iman. So, I'm sitting there and just trying to do my thing, and was done really quickly. And she goes, wait a minute. Tell him what you said. She stopped me and she's like, first of all, and I'm thinking, oh gosh, what did I do? She said, you're done. Like dead serious, right? She was just surprised I was done so quickly.
Yep.
So.
Oh, I love it. Okay, well, on the subject of makeup and, of course, the beautiful Iman, let's talk about your makeup app where you're working on a line of cosmetics, right?
Yes, Zee Iman Beauty actually launches next month, first on QVC. On HSN, I'm sorry. And then we're also doing a whole global e-commerce. But most importantly, the app. A lot of people say to me when I'm walking on the street or in the makeup stores, they'll say, oh my gosh, I wish I had you in my bathroom with me in the morning or what have you. And I really wanted to create something that was a patented shade selector. Because the whole concept behind Zee Iman Beauty is this idea of filter finish collection. And there's real technology in the cosmetics with that. So I want to bring that technology to your iPhone. So you can go to the iTunes store right now, download the app. Literally, you can take a picture. It just asks you if you're classic, iconic, avant-garde. Because I feel that women instinctively put themselves in one of those three categories.
Except me, who's all three.
Oh, you're all three.
Well, the thing is, they need to be different things every day, right?
Yes, and then the app actually will pull from its library and pull your exact colors and skin tone shades exactly.
That's amazing. And then can you actually buy from that as well?
Yes, you can.
So that's easy.
Yeah, but think about it. Everything now is we take pictures, then we put filters and all that, and this is what actually the makeup does.
Yeah, it's like walking out with your filter on your face.
That's kind of amazing.
And with the app, what's really, and I'm a big lighting expert, some people say, well, the apps don't work. Well, when you're trying to play with different lighting, but it knows the difference between incandescent lighting, daylight, fluorescent light, and then it auto-corrects everything.
That's amazing. All right, so you know what we want you to play now is to be a fashion expert.
Yeah.
We're going to actually look at Diane von Furstenberg's show from yesterday, and we can talk about it. I was there with my good friend Kesha.
Yeah.
So let's have a look. So she called it seduction, and I think so many editors were sort of comparing this to being her 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah.
I think everyone had 50 Shades on their mind. Diane. I mean, look at that. Kendall Jenner opens the show.
She rocked the opening of the show. I mean, people keep asking me, do I think Kendall is like an amazing model? I really do think she's a great model. I forget the name. She has a way of kind of blending in as a professional model.
I agree with you.
And like, I don't see Jenner and I don't see Kendall. I just see a great model,
because
really.
don't you think she has a kind of face? I mean, Iman, you're such a professional about this, but she has a kind of face where you can really change her into what you need the model, what you want the designer's vision to be.
Absolutely, absolutely. She has her own character, but what she has is a great face and a body that is a great canvas.
Yes.
So that they can create the fantasies and all that. So that's great.
And she wore a version of the wrap dress, which I have to say, 40 years later, it still looks fresh. Like, I mean, how is that possible?
Because it looks amazing on everybody. I think when it's not broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, exactly,
right?
really. It has a sex appeal, but at the same time, it's a ladylike.
And it works on every body type.
And every body type.
Every time I've had to style somebody with a different body, I always like, if just one dress I could get, I was like, the wrap dress always works.
Exactly.
This whole collection actually was like sophisticated seduction, power women, with this whole masculine, feminine thing going on. It was awesome. Like, power women.
Power woman.
Look,
look at us.
Yeah, power woman.
No, but it had like touches of lace and beaded embellishment.
And the pinstripe and the hose were amazing. I
love that hose. It's like old Saint Laurent with the dots.
Yes, but she has a picture of it at Studio 54 wearing that. That's where the
Were you with her that day at Studio 54?
Well, I was in the background, but...
You were in the VIP room waving. No, but I think it's such a beautiful, because it's a sexy collection that's not vulgar. And I think, because when you talk about like lace and 50 Shades, it can get really vulgar really fast.
It could get vulgar, but it was so powerful. You know what was really interesting? It was the first show of the week where, the lights went down and they're pulling back, the wrap for the runway. Did you notice the whole room went quiet?
Yes.
Like the anticipation. I said, oh my gosh, what's going on? Like everyone was like, it was really exciting just to get that kind of energy.
Like that. But I think, don't you love that about fashion shows? There's so much drama. Like I think sometimes the best part about the fashion show is everything that goes on around it.
Exactly.
Don't you think?
Exactly. It looks great. It looks
so good. And these long dresses, I'm so obsessed with the long dresses and those coats. Like, would you invest in one of these coats?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. For me, it's all about the coats because sometimes they are the best investment. And in New York, that's the first thing you see.
Is it?
You see your coat.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it's really important.
And I always say it's a non-committed thing where like if you just have a great coat, you can always take it off when you get inside.
Exactly.
But it's like the one thing you can make a statement where
you don't take it off because it's so good.
I also love the mixed media, the print mashup.
Yeah.
It worked really, really well on the runway. And I think I tweeted, I think women are going to want that second mortgage just to get this whole collection. It's so strong and sexy.
Okay, so here we go. I mean, you guys know DVF, that's what you told me, so how about that? Answer this question, is it fact?
We're playing a game right now, so you have to guess whether something she says is fact or fiction.
Is it a fact or fiction?
Okay.
She has been getting perms regularly since 1967.
That's so not true at all.
Fiction.
That's totally fiction.
Okay. Author of 4 best-selling books.
She has more than 4 books.
I'm gonna feel like she's a superwoman, so I'm just gonna say yes to that. That's a fact.
She's written more books than 4.
She wrote 6.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
She's donated over $35 million to the High Line in Chelsea. Fact or fiction?
I heard something about that, but I don't know the number. So
I don't know the number either, but it sounds really impressive, so I'll just say fact.
Fact.
Okay,
yeah!
She named her first fragrance after her mother, Lillian. Fact or fiction?
Oh, I don't know that. That may be fiction. I've never heard it.
Oh, I don't know. I'm
not
going to lie.
Yeah.
Fiction?
Yeah, fiction. She named after her daughter.
Oh.
And her name is Tatiana. She used to be titled Princess, but I had to give it up because she moved to America.
Oh. I don't know. That sounds so glamorous. I'm going to say fact.
Oh, look at he
She had to give it up when she divorced her husband.
Oh, but she did have the title. Okay, see? There is glamour about her. I love it. Oh my God, see? You're still better than me, I think. I didn't get any of them right.
Wow. The perm thing, it was just like obvious. I don't know.
All right, now let's move on to a game. Now, this is another game. Are you ready? Okay. We love games here, right?
Yes.
Okay, and I don't even actually know this game. So we call it Fashion, where we actually take famous faces in the world of fashion and morph them together.
I was watching the other day. You weren't that good at it. Everybody else was.
He just read you.
I know you don't come on and insult the
I got
host. Sorry.
read by Iman. I'm getting read by Day. I'm okay. No, I'm not good at it because I like my guests to really have the edge.
Okay.
All right, so let's have a look at our first fashion.
Okay. Oh my God, that's June.
No. Oh,
that is not.
Oh
Wait
my
a minute.
God.
It looks like. Whoa.
Naomi?
Naomi and June.
Oh, Rachel Zoe.
Oh my God, that's Naomi
That was
Zoe.
bizarre.
That was really bizarre.
That was odd. Okay, let's look at another one.
Oh my God.
Oh,
It's
Ru?
RuPaul.
Easy.
How about we all got Ru so fast?
RuPaul and me.
No.
It's a.
Oh.
Claudia
And Claudia Schiffer.
Oh, they could have a baby together.
They could. Ru got all the G's.
hard.
Okay, let's do another. Oh, now who's? now who's
I
saying?
shouldn't have jinxed it.
All right, okay, let's do one more.
Oh,
Valentino
and
oh God.
I don't know, it's creeping me out.
Yeah, these shouldn't have babies together.
They shouldn't even date.
Okay, wait.
Okay, so wait,
That was hilarious.
So we decided Valentino and Betsy should not date.
Never.
Yeah, never.
Never. My eyes.
Oh my God.
Hilarious.
I love this. See, Jay, you can't diss me that
I
fast.
know.
'Cause I
I
was like,
jinxed it.
it's hard. It's
Yeah,
hard.
that was hard.
Anyways, thank you so much. Thank you for talking fashion with
Thanks
us.
for having me. Thank you.
And everybody go to iTunes and download your new app, and then we're
Yes.
going to watch for your launch on HSN next month, right?
Yes, great.
Exciting.
Thank you.
All right, so the Tyler's June Ambrose ambushed the Front Row DVF to get their instant reaction. Here's what people had to say about the show.
Do you feel the sensuality, the sexiness as it ran down the runway?
Of course. And you know, I think Diane she's all about making a woman feel sexy and confident, and that definitely shines through.
It was so elegant. I really loved her pieces too. They were all very dramatic and romantic. I really loved the lace see-through pieces. Into anything see-through.
Was there one particular piece that you were just like, I'm going to actually cover this piece? I know I am tons and tons of times.
That short tuxedo look. Oh my goodness.
I loved how it segued from the flirty kind of day, a little more of a powerful silhouette, and then into full-on fantasy. With a C.
Yes, provocative.
Really,
With a
really
P.
sexy. What she does best, boardroom to bedroom.
That is a hashtag. Boardroom to bedroom. You've heard it here first.
Another showstopper yesterday was Victoria Beckham. Once again, she wowed the crowds at Fashion Week. Her collection was lovely and ladylike, but her body-conscious silhouettes added a dash of sex appeal. Plus, of course, she debuted her new first self-designed shoe line that fashionistas everywhere will be clamoring for. Here's a look at the highlights. Our next guest was kind enough to come watch me model the other night at Naomi Campbell's Fashion for Release benefit. And of course, she looked pretty damn fierce herself. But please welcome singer, actress, and all-around superstar, Christina Milian.
Hey guys, how are you? All right, now we're talking.
I want to get up and like do booty shaking and twerking and everything
you can do
now.
that, anything you want.
We were just saying how cute you look. I mean,
Thank
between
you.
two,
Thank
shades
you.
of purple,
Gorgeous, yes.
which
Shades
is
of
Yahoo's
purple,
color.
A little bit of blue. Yeah, I'm wearing Adium.
Oh,
I just actually came from their show right now. It was a
I
fantastic
saw.
show,
I was like going through Instagram and I was like,
Yes.
she's at 80. Is she going to even make it here?
Oh, yeah. We've been running around all morning. I started off with Tommy Hilfiger show, which was fantastic.
Yes.
Oh, my gosh. It was such a production. I mean, they had a full football field. You know, the audience was just like, you know, nothing but the best. And then the fashion was just incredible. So it was nice to be there. So it's been busy this morning, and it's great to be here.
Having fun, though?
Oh, I'm having a good time. It's crazy. You know, Fashion Week gets so chaotic and so nuts, especially backstage.
Yes.
And I went to a couple shows these last 2 days, and it was pretty nuts. But I gotta say, today, you know, was very well organized today. And how was it for you, actually, at Naomi's?
Modeling? I'm sitting here with you. You're gorgeous. I'm sitting here with Iman, who has walked the best runways in the world. I'm going to talk about me walking down the runway. I was terrified.
How'd you feel, yeah?
Well, after it was done, I was like, this is so much fun. But before, I was like, can someone please get me a bottle of vodka right now?
Seriously?
And I need an IV drip through my veins. I was like, I can't do this. I actually grabbed June Ambrose, who is our contributor, and I dragged her onto the runway with me.
Oh, yes, the two of you were having a good time.
Oh, yeah, and the whole thing was so unorganized that nobody even really knew.
like
But I was
that.
like, and she looked way better than I did anyway, so it didn't matter.
You
But
guys look like you had fun.
it was so much fun. It was
Yeah.
so much fun. I want to talk about your show on E!
Yes.
Turned Up.
Yes.
And girl, you're turning it up.
Always.
Always.
I live a very turned up life. It's just about taking life to the next level. Turn up your life, you know? So, I mean, I'm on the show with my mom and my sisters and some of my friends. And this is my first foray into the reality space. You know, it was very nerve-wracking at first, but at the same time I signed up for it because I was like, I really want my fans
But did you have
know
to
the
say,
real me.
did you have to say to your family, okay, we'll have to have a meeting, certain things we cannot talk about it?
Oh, that's my mom. My mom sat us down and she was like, we can't talk about this, we can't. Okay, everything that we said no to, we ended up doing. And I gotta say, it worked to our advantage. You can't really put a limit to what you're gonna do on reality TV because you have to be yourself. And if you're gonna display yourself to the world,
You might as well.
A part of you, if you're trying to stop something, is just gonna end up being so stiff, it's gonna be so fake, it just doesn't work out.
I say that all the time. I think if you sign up for it, you got to sort of let it go.
Let
you
it
can't
go.
do 80%. You've really got to do it 100.
And you know, this is why people always ask me, you know, why don't you do an autobiography? I said the autobiography that I like is when people say everything. And I'm not willing to say
anything.
So that's why I don't do it. It's true.
It's true, right?
Either you do it or you don't.
And you let it go. So has it been invasive to have cameras around with you guys everywhere you are?
Yeah, it's pretty nuts. I mean, we had moments where we had like heated arguments. It would like something would happen or they'd bring up something. A producer would bring up something like, oh, you know, what happened with this situation back in the day? And next thing you know, it's like one conversation led to another, led to another. And my mom's like, stop. And I'm like, no, Mom, we're in the moment. This is happening right now. I'm not going to stop this. We need to talk about this right now. But it's crazy. It honestly was therapeutic for my family and I.
Oh.
And you would think it would, you know, some people it tears you apart. It does this. We're a family that sticks together. We're Cuban. We're really loud and passionate, but we love each other. Oh, hi. Hi.
But no regrets? Like, do you ever film a scene and think, I shouldn't have done that?
No, I mean, there were moments, the next day I had to hit up the producers and be like, you know, maybe you shouldn't show my butt cheeks, or maybe you shouldn't show that argument.
So it's, I thought you'd say, not the conversations, just how I look.
Oh, yeah, things like that. I'm like, I didn't like my makeup today. No, but they kept it in there, believe me. There
Okay,
were
wait,
days.
new single coming out soon.
Yes.
Can I tell you that we still play your first single all the time? The other day, I was yes.
Hey,
Oh.
back 10 years later, I'm back in the game.
It is still killing it for
Thank
people. It's
you.
still hot, right?
Yeah.
But tell us about the new single. Can you give us a hint?
Well, the new single is called Rebel. You'll get to see it on the show, the whole process of making the album and making this new music. But we're getting ready to shoot the video. And Rebel is just a take on, you know, the freshness of being in a relationship, just starting a relationship, the fireworks, like the fact that you just really don't care about what anyone thinks makes you feel like a rebel. So that's the record. It's
I
really
love
fun.
it.
It's got,
Does
like,
that
a
mean there
throwback
is
vibe.
somebody?
Yes, sometimes there is. Yeah, sometimes there is somebody for me. Yeah.
Oh, and then wait, you also have a new clothing line?
Yes, I do.
And you have a new wine line?
Yes.
Okay, so you do wine and you do clothes.
Yes.
Girl, I am being your BFF.
I know. Yeah, thank
Yeah,
you.
when we leave here, we're gonna look at your clothes while drinking wine.
Very cool. Yeah, I like that.
But tell us about it.
So my clothing line is called We Are Pop Culture, and I decided to go in the direction of more like sportswear, streetwear, because I feel, to me, I think about my day-to-day, and I'm really thinking about my fan base. What am I into? What will I wear all the time? And so I started off in that direction, and I love it. You know, I want girls to be able to utilize the clothing however they want to wear it, not have to always feel like they gotta be sexy. I gotta show this. I gotta show that. No. Wear it how you want, and I'm also really into like men's fashion.
Yes.
So I like to kind of emulate men's fashion.
But you're not gonna do men's fashion, not yet.
No, but soon, I'm sure.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
implicated.
again, why
I'll do
we're
that.
getting...
Are you gonna model for me?
Did you ask?
I mean,
oh my
you
God,
were
official
amazing.
invitation right here.
Yeah.
Don't forget,
You've
everybody.
got the teacher right here.
Yes,
Hello.
I know. She makes me nervous.
I know, me
Anyway,
too.
I love it. Okay, so Turned Up is the
Viva
show.
Lines, Turned Up is the show.
On
We Are
E.
Pop Culture. It's on E. It's Sunday nights at 10 p.m.
Perfect. We'll be tuning in. And of course, new single March 1st.
Yes, Rebel.
Wine line, clothing line, We're Pop Culture. Girl, we're going to all things Christina.
Yes, all things
We
Christina.
don't stop.
I love it. Thank you for coming by.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
I love it. Now, Tracy Reese is always about making strong women look fabulous, but how will that look for fall 2015? Our own Bianca Golariga was with Tracy and caught up with her just days before her show. Here's what happened.
What inspired you for this new season? We took inspiration from just the graphic quality of African art and textiles, but we wanted to make it really modern. So let's take a look at what we can expect to see in the fall, some of your favorite pieces. I'm seeing a lot of reds, black, and white here. So I think this is a terrific
I love that.
example of what this group is about. It has an active spirit. It's a really easy to wear dress. We're in love with these like jumbo zippers right now, so you'll see those
And I love
throughout
the
collection.
fabric.
I'm always amazed at how designers coming up with so many new inspirations and looks, how they still remember their previous designs. I want to test your memory to see. First Lady Michelle Obama wore one of your dresses at the 2012 Democratic National Convention in Charlotte, North Carolina. Can you describe the dress? That's a favorite dress. It was in a beautiful pink and turquoise silk brocade. It had a nice little cut-in armhole and fit and flare shape. She looked amazing. Good job, you remember it. Who could forget? I will never forget. There's a dress here actually that I love, and it's funny because I don't always do long sleeve dresses. We do dresses with sleeves, but this one is just so cool on, and I think it's a dress that's perfect for, a real woman with a real job and it's so confident too. It is confident, and it looks so good on. It looks super modern. Right. I love it. It ticks all the right boxes for me, and it's a stretchy fabric, which also important. Yes, as we know. And so we're going to go back to our pop quiz, because here's another question for you. What do Diana Ross, Jack White, and Kenya Moore, she's a Real Housewife of Atlanta, what do they all have in common with you? Woo! Did we all go to Cass Tech? Yes, you did! Bravo! Best school in town. This is another super fave, but these are all faux furs. And we found an incredible resource who had such great fur, and I wanted to mix it with this beautiful lace. So we've got, a combination of favorite things in this coat. So, the beautiful
It looks like it could
black
be worn
fur.
as a dress.
You could.
It's gorgeous.
What future Victoria's Secret model walked in 2 different outfits in your fall 2007 runway presentation? 2007. And I'm having like a brain fart with her name. Miranda Kerr. Thank you. And she was so nice too. The first time she walked for us, the agency had canceled another model day of show, and they sent Miranda Kerr to substitute because they didn't want to let us down. They sent us someone really great. This fabric just caught my eye in Paris, and I had to have it. Definitely a one-size-fits-all, but I love the color and just, the ease of wearing something like this with like a black turtleneck or... It's fabulous. Finally, last question. Do you remember your first tweet? Not at all. You want me to tell you? Tell me, please. You said, I finally made it onto Twitter. Signed, Tracy. Yeah, and I'm sure there were millions, not millions, hundreds of people who were super surprised to see that tweet. Well, I'm a follower and I'm a fan, and I want to thank you for inviting us. I know these are
Thanks for
hectic
being
last few
here.
days, and
Thanks
it's
for
a
making it
wonderful
fun.
collection. Thank you.
It's
Great
so
to see you.
Now let's take a look at some of the highlights from Tracy's show yesterday. And now it's that time again to Ask Josie. I'm applauding for myself. So Yahoo Style fans have been tweeting me all week long with some really great questions, and I've got all the answers right here. Now remember, all you have to do is ask. So tweet me, Instagram, whatever you want, and just use the hashtag @AskJosie. Right now, let's get to the questions at hand, and my beautiful co-host Iman is gonna ask them.
So at Ask Josie, at Steph DiMaggio asks, any fashion trends for tall girls in particular that I should keep an eye on?
Oh, for fall. Yes, you know what I've been seeing a lot for fall is oversized. So like, I think when you're tall, you can really pull off a big oversized men's coat, an oversized shearling, an oversized boxy jacket. I think sometimes that's hard for a petite girl because you can get swallowed up. But when you're tall, I mean, you're tall, you can carry that menswear oversized look in a much better way.
Perfect. So at Tiffany Can Fly asks, can fashion designers be musicians? You see so much crossover with actors, and designers are as much celebs too. So what do you think?
I don't know, can you sing? I don't know, but then some musicians can't be designers. I don't know. You know, that's a personal thing. I think if you can sing, I don't know.
Yeah, it depends, right?
I think it totally depends. That's a hard question. I don't think that's for everybody.
No,
I mean, do you think David should design clothes?
He would never want to.
Do you want to sing?
I can't.
I don't believe that.
I can't, but you're right. I mean, no, it doesn't work that way. It's not like, okay, you're a designer or you're an actor.
And I think they're both such dedicated professions. So either you're a designer or you're a musician. It's kind of hard to sort of dedicate and be really passionate and involved in both, because then you kind of do both halfway.
Exactly.
Anyways,
yeah.
I love that. So I want to hear from you guys. So keep tweeting your questions to me and use the hashtag AskJosie. Now be sure to also follow us on Snapchat at Yahoo_style. Now, before we check in with Nick one last time, I want to remind you all that we've teamed up with Polyvore, in case you hadn't noticed. Dark winter florals are a trending fashion idea for fall 2015. So we want you to create a collage that shows us how you would style dark winter florals. Head over to polyvore.com/Yahoo Style and enter. 3 winning sets will be revealed on our final show this Wednesday. Good luck. I want you guys to do your best. All right. Right? Do it. Come on in. I can't wait to see. Now let's check in one last time with Nick over at Lincoln Center. Nick!
Hey Joe, I'm backstage at Pamela Rowland with June Ambrose, who has snuck away from the Dennis Basso show to come meet me back here. We're just catching up. She's telling me about Mary J. Blige, aka I'm like drilling her for information about Mary J. Blige.
And Coco Rocha was there.
Coco Rocha.
We were all just like dripping in fur.
Dripping in fur.
Yeah. Well, I'm wearing Fox. You see my
little
Fox?
Well, what is this? What do we have here? Have you seen this entire thing yet? It's a kimono. It has pants.
Yeah. Isn't that great?
And she has like 5-inch YSL shoes on.
I love that you know that I'm wearing YSL, but you know what I'm excited about? That is 2 more days and Fashion Week is done. This was a lot of fun.
We're in the home stretch, and with that.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy because I'm so tired. I'm so tired.
You know, June's only happy because she's running out of outfits.
Joe!
I'm calling you out.
Her feet
we'll
are
catch up later. And thank you so much, you guys, and we will see you both tomorrow. Now, Iman.
Yes.
I love you so much.
I love you too.
Thank you so much for being here today and being my co-host and spending an hour with me.
But all good things must come to an end.
I know. Until I see you later. No,
Yes,
I'm just kidding. I love you, but thank you so much, and everyone is so excited that you've been here today.
This was so much fun. Really, so much fun.
Remember, if you want all things Iman, come to Yahoo Style, read her column, Ageless Chic, and of course, her own website. Thank you so much. And thank you to all of you for watching. Now, don't forget to tune in tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific for another episode of Lunch Hour at New York Fashion Week. Tomorrow, my co-host, Hannah Brockman. Awesome DJ. And we'll also have Angie Harmon, George Kotsiopoulos, and Lauren Anderson. Of course, we'll keep you up to date on all of the action from day 5 of New York Fashion Week. Guys, I hate to do it, but see you tomorrow. The sporting event for us is the red carpet.
It is so much energy, so much excitement. When you look at a celebrity getting dressed and walking a red carpet, it appears to be effortless, but it is so concentrated and effort. When I'm speaking to women all the time, they think, oh, I'll never look that way. It's like, no one looks that way. That is an army of people putting you together to look that way. But that doesn't mean that you can't take ideas from what we see and make it applicable for everyday life.
The award season is really exciting for us at Yahoo Food because we get to cover it from 2 perspectives. There's the food that's in the actual movies, and then there's the food you make at home for the parties. You've got Birdman, you can make chicken wings. Wes Anderson's Grand Budapest Hotel was just the most beautiful pastries. I was gonna say Jaws, does that count? It's a movie about food in a way, right?
The Makeup Breakdown is a new series we're doing on Yahoo Beauty that actually, in real time, teaches women how to get the look that you see on the red carpet. We're gonna see some great trends on women, a lot of nude makeup with a smoky metallic eye or a bright lip. And men, you're gonna see a lot of beards and possibly a couple braids as well.
We're right in the middle of award season, and what we're doing is we're covering the horse race, of course. Who's gonna win, who's in, who's out, and then also, you like these movies? Why don't you try these movies? When you go to Yahoo Movies, you're basically entering a clubhouse of people who just eat, sleep, and dream movies all the time. We can direct you to make sure you're never gonna go wrong when you invest your 2 or 3 hours. Thank you. That's gonna scratch the itch I have. I'm gonna go home and watch that.